Good morning! Yay, we're live!
We are live.
Yay! Okay, I'm super excited about this. We're going to be doing Mary Kay men's event today. So, I know we have like a very diverse audience. We're going to have some men on here, some women and men. The reason I wanted to do this is because, number one, I want to honor all the amazing men that are in the world. And this is the most amazing man in my life. And so I just wanted to do this. I know Father's Day is coming up and I love honoring our fathers, but I thought, what about just all men that are great men? Because I don't think we talk about it enough. And I know in Mary Kay, people will say, oh my gosh, you guys are a women company. And I tell people all the time, we're a skincare company that was created to help women have an opportunity, sure. But every time I tell people that a Mary Kay woman is amazing, she can do anything, but with a man and her spouse by her side, she's a woman and a half, because I feel like all my success is because I have an amazing partner and someone who supports me in everything I do, all the way up to his skincare. So I want you guys to know. So first of all, if you guys are here, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, we want you to comment, tell us who you are, who invited you, just so we know who's watching with us. We're super excited because we've never done something like this together.
We haven't.
We've done like fun masking videos together. And I am going to let Michael, he's actually going to shave kind of on camera, which is going to be interesting.
It will be.
We'll see.
I think it'll be okay.
Okay. So the first thing I want all men to know is your skin is important too. I hear men all the time go, I don't need that. Like, I don't need to wash my face. I don't need all that stuff on my face. But what I like to tell women all the time is that your skin is your largest organ. You cannot get a new one.
That's true.
He has seen that in full force. Like when your skin is damaged, there's really nothing anyone can do. And it's the thing that I think we should take the most care of. If you live in Arizona like us, the exposure to sunlight is extreme. The skin cancer rates are super high. And just so you know, skin cancer is highest with men than it is with women. So yay. Oh, yay, John's on. Dang, I forgot to grab the oil. That just reminded me. Hi, Amy. Yay.
Hey, John.
And we've got some fun friends on. I'm super excited to have you guys. Okay, so we're just going to jump into it. So Michael already washed his face, but I want to talk about the mkmen Daily Face Wash. So this is our men's product. I love that it's, you know, darker. It's not the pink bottles. So
it's very manly.
It's very manly. So this is the MK Men's Face Wash. And one of the things that separates men's face from women is obviously hormonal. There's different hormonal aspects to our skin. The other thing is most men are constantly doing something to their face that's a little more rigorous, whether that means they're using, like they have more chemicals around, or like they're shaving constantly. That's something that women, we are not doing to our skin. So you have to really remember that it's important to take care of. So daily face wash. This is like brushing your teeth, you guys. You should do this morning and night.
Yes, you need to.
Same thing as brushing your teeth. Like if you tell your kids to brush your teeth, you need to tell your kids, and you as men need to wash your face. This cleanser is super simple. You can have it in the shower. There's also a bar cleanser if you want to use a bar versus a facial cleanser. The one thing that's really important about this one is it is anti-aging. And I don't care what any of you guys say. I know men care just as much about how they age as women, especially this one. And so I know it's important. You don't have to say it, but we know it's important. So we're super excited that you guys are on to learn about this. So Michael, what do you do before you shave? Let's go through, because I know what's next. After you first wash your face.
So I first do the cleanser, and then I do the Microdermabrasion.
Yes.
Which is right here, which really helps just really prepare my face for shaving. It helps my whiskers really kind of stand up, which is important, obviously, for ingrowns and things like that.
So you love the microdermabrasion.
I do.
He also loves it because he has oily skin, and it helps to remove dirt and things from the pores. It's a crystal, ground down crystal. So when you put it on, it's pretty, you can feel it.
You have to be careful not to do it too hard because it is pretty abrasive. If you do it too hard, you'll feel it. So really you just need to just work it in.
Super gentle.
Yeah.
Who taught you that? Jeez, that was smart.
Right.
But really the microdermabrasion is good for all skin types, men and women. This is a product that I sell mostly to women, but I love that he was like, no, I have to tell them this because this is what I use. Also, really good tip is warm water before you shave, because why he uses this too is it opens up his pores, which allows the hair follicles to be at its largest. So when he shaves, he's got the closest shave.
Yeah.
And so how many days a week do you usually shave?
3 times.
3 times. So microdermabrasion 2 times a week. If you have super sensitive skin, probably not. He feels like he could use it every day because he's got pretty tough skin, but he's also oily, so it makes a difference. So just like for women, I tell people men's skin are not all the same. So if you have different issues, you can ask me questions about that I can really support and help with that. So microdermabrasion. So have you done this yet?
I have.
Okay, so he already did the microdermabrasion today. We just wanted to talk about that. And next, you're going to use your shave foam. So let's get to it, babe.
Okay.
Let's shave this face.
All right.
So just so you guys know too, before me, Michael had like a goatee and I have super sensitive skin. So he kind of had to remove his facial hair. And he used to love this product. And I said, just use whatever product you love. Like you don't have to use Mary Kay products. But when he started using them and I was teaching him the difference of our products, he was like, oh, I love it. I just have to use less. So this is the Mary Kay shave foam. I know it's the opposite. It's hard to do. So I have one too, just so you guys can see this. And how long would you say these shave foam last you, Michael?
Oh, probably 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, which is not the same case with the other product you used to use all the time.
Right.
He needed new ones all the time. So our product lasts a really long time. And if you guys have questions, okay, John, great question. If you don't shave, you don't need shave foam. That's easy. But I'm going to talk about some products that you do need for your skin. You're still going to need a cleanser. And honestly, the microdermabrasion would be really good if you have a beard for the ingrowns. If you struggle with ingrowns or if you have any lifted, a lot of times I hear men say they have like, what's the word? It's not a pimple, but it kind of gets, I don't even know how to describe it. It gets kind of thick skin. You will want to use the microdermabrasion underneath your beard because your beard still, even though it protects your face, it still gets pretty dirty in there. So you want to use the microdermabrasion will be great for any men with a beard too. So yes, good beard questions. Yes, and if you don't shave, again, you could use the microdermabrasion just twice a week. So the shave foam, I love it because it does actually help with skin benefits too. So you're doing 2 things in one. And if I know most men, they're like, if I can make it simple and easy, that's what you're going to get. I will say, I know Michael is a man who takes care of his skin a little bit more than most. His mom taught him at a young age to take care of his skin. So he understands. And my biggest thing is talking about skin cancer and skin. So while he's doing this, I'm actually going to talk about, you guys can watch him and he's going to be doing, he doesn't have a mirror. So here we go. So I'm going to talk a little bit about sunscreen while he shaves. Because I thought this would be fun to do, but sunscreen is super important. So this is our body sunscreen. It's an SPF 50. This one you can put all over. I recommend like from your neck down. This is probably my #1 seller to men. So I have customers that work outside. I have a pool guy who sells this to all his pool guy friends because what's the #1 issue with sunscreen for you, Michael? And I would say most men.
It gets in my eyes when I sweat and then it stings my eyes. It kills me.
Yeah, it's why he always wears a bandana so he doesn't get the sweat in his eyes. But when he tried this Mary Kay sunscreen, he's like, oh my gosh, I love this. And you really don't have to reapply this product. It is one of the, it's one of the only sunscreens that's recommended by the American Skin Cancer Center. So you definitely want to have a good sunscreen. By the way, not all sunscreen is created equal. It's kind of like tools. Like you can buy your tools at the dollar store, but your craftsmen are going to be better. You know, you get what you pay for. And I would say Mary Kay's product is way reasonably priced for the type of sunscreen. And this is a bottle that can last forever. We have like thousands of these around our house because if anybody comes into our house, this is what they use for sunscreen. Our kids, it's safe for children. We put it on our children, even our 2-year-old. And I also know one of his favorite products, because he has a bunch of these, is the Mary Kay Lip Protector Sun Care. He keeps one in his pocket. He keeps one at the house, keeps one at the office. I think he used to keep one in the car until it kind of melted. So sunscreen is super important in your lips. So for those of you that have always been using the chapstick, then it's super important to know that chapstick actually has high levels of alcohol and you're really not doing the work you want to. It's like literally drying out your skin. You're doing a really good job without a mirror.
I think I am.
You're like such a professional. Well, you do this a lot. But yes, this lip balm, I love this lip balm too, or lip protector. I use this every day because I know sunscreen is important for your lips. For women, sunscreen is important for our lips because we don't want to age in our lip area. For men, it's more of a protecting thing and being outside, especially if you work outdoors, you need lip sunscreen. People don't talk about lip sunscreen enough. And this is one of the ultimate super fave. And it also works as a like chapstick, but without any of the oil or alcohol. Okay, wow, that was super fast. You are like a professional. Okay, so after John's impressed with your shaving techniques. John, I'm going to talk about bearded men in a second. Don't worry, because I think that's super important too. So that was the shave foam. Okay, so I don't think we're going to do this today. Do you want to do it on your nose?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like, I would say Michael's probably all-time favorite product.
It is. It's awesome.
He loves all the products. And I will say, when he first started with me and started dating me and started using these products, he just used the men line. I'm going to keep it real. He doesn't use the men's line anymore. He uses the Powerhouse anti-aging product because he's like, and because he has really oily skin. That is really, not all men have super oily skin. So which oily skin, by the way, makes you look younger. That's why he looks so fabulous. Because oily skin, there's the catch-22. You get the oil and you get the youth with it. So
you just got to control the oil somehow. That's all you got to do.
So this is the oil control. This is the charcoal mask. And I usually put this on for him. So he's like, he's like, can you put it on for me? I'm like, yes. Okay. So
this is the best part.
So this charcoal mask, why I love it. And I use this too. I don't use it all over my face because I don't have as much oil as he does. And my pores, I don't need that much. This is okay. I wish we had smell-o-vision. So this charcoal mask,
pretty good right now, don't
pretty good. The charcoal mask has a rosemary mint extract to help with cooling. So that's why I think he likes it after he shaves, because he usually puts it on all over his face when he shaves, because it has a cooling effect and will actually help calm after you shave. Plus, the activated charcoal will pull out 200 times its weight in impurities. So he says it's gross. I think it's cool. Everyone who uses this product calls it gross because you can visibly see the charcoal, the activated charcoal, pulling the oils and impurities out of your skin. And as it dries, you guys are going to see what it's going to do. So this is, and yes, because your whole face. I know, he's like, you usually do my whole face. And we do this a lot just for if there are couples on. We do this just for fun to do things together. We always say couples that mask together stay together. Like our kids will sometimes Courtney, our daughter, will always do it, and then our son Luke will always be like, "Mama, Dada."
We'll put a couple.
He wants some on his. Also, this is not a Mary Kay thing. This is a Robin Moore thing. I put this on any mosquito bites or anything that you need to pull the toxins out of. So think about that. And if you guys know what they use, if you know what they use in hospitals, they use activated charcoal to pump your stomach because they're removing all the toxins, usually if you've overdosed. So the activated charcoal is super important. So any of these ones that you guys are pulling, if any of you use any of these pulling products or your wife is putting a pulling mask on you, tell her Robin said no. Because you do not want to do anything that pulls or yanks against your skin. This is also really good for anyone with acne. So if you have teenage boys or girls with acne, it works really well and it helps to pull out all the toxins because that's what acne is bacteria and toxins. So what does he do after the charcoal mask? So the charcoal mask takes about 20 minutes and you let it dry. So maybe he probably doesn't have time to do this every day and not in the morning because he has to go to work. But after the charcoal mask, or on a day you don't do the charcoal mask, it's the cooling aftershave gel.
Yes, and I love that because it's very... it says cooling because it is, and you just need a little bit to put on, and just obviously you just want to put it on where you shave, and it just feels really good and kind of moisturized because after obviously when you shave and cleanse, your skin's a little tight, so when you do that, it just feels good.
Wow, you're so good at this. I feel like you should do this. So one of the things I wanted to look at is the ingredients of the aftershave. So it helps to calm the razor burn. Also, there's glycerin, which helps as a humectant to condition your skin, and then also the aloe leaf juice, which is super important because sometimes people think aloe and they think, oh, it's sticky, but the leaf juice actually makes it more moisturizing. So there is the humectant part, which is the moisturizer and the protector, and then the cooling part, which I think is super important. And what he said is so right. If you can think about Mary Kay skincare, whether it's men's skincare, acne care, women's skincare. It is like Costco buying. Everything you buy is in bulk. And why is that? So one of his other products he loves, and I'm not going to say the brand because I don't ever like to diss any brand. He loved this product. And it was like a little bit bigger than this bottle. And he used it all the time. And I had to look for it. And it was kind of hard to find.
It was.
And so I was looking at the ingredients. The number one ingredient was water. The second number ingredient was oil. And if you know the way ingredients list are listed, water and oil are first because that's the highest percentage of what's in the product, which means the oil is a filler, makes the bottle look bigger. They can sell it for more. And, you know, even though men's product is cheaper than women's product, didn't know if you knew that, but women, go buy some men's razors because they're better and they're cheaper. But anyways, so I was looking for products, and what's really cool is I could see the ingredients, and I can go onto Mary Kay. Anybody can find this information, or you can just ask me, and I can find the ingredients that you're looking for and get it in his skincare. So when he tried this, he's like, wow, this little bottle lasts way longer than the product I used to use, because the other product had a lot of oil and water to fill it, but it wasn't actually working. So he had to put twice as much on. Right. So that's the big thing that people don't know about Mary Kay. Like a pea size is what I teach. Like a pea size product is all you need. Okay, can you get close to on this side? Because it's almost dry on this side. Like, no, this side. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can get you really close. Okay, you guys, do you see all those little pores? If you can't, I'm going to take a picture, but I'm pretty sure you can see that. That's insane. So here's what it is. So the dark spots are literally the oil coming out of his skin. If you see any white spots when you do your charcoal mask, it's actually like in underneath. It can be an ingrown, or it can be like a pimple that's coming underneath the skin. So the charcoal mask, by far best product.
I love it.
Yeah. And it's fun to do together. So if you're a single man, you can do by yourself. All the ladies will swoon. If you're not single, this is a good thing to do with your partner. And I'm sure most women love to do masks like this. Well, like, I know I do. So you can leave it on unless you want to take it off.
Oh, right.
Okay, take it off. Yeah. Okay. All right. The next product is the Hydrator, which is an SPF 30. Again, Michael used to use this product. He loved it. But then, you know, the more you know, the more extra you get. And I'm extra, so I teach him to be extra.
No, I'm extra.
Yeah. But he does use this product sometimes, like when you go fishing, you usually take this one, or if you go golfing. So when he goes any long periods of time, he uses this product. This one is an advanced facial hydrator, and it has the SPF 30. The best part is that it hydrates for 10 hours. So if you guys, if you have more dry skin, this will be great. If you have oily skin, it'll work too. It won't add oil. A lot of men that have oily skin are like, I don't want to put anything on it. But with this product, it actually will hydrate your skin. Again, it's an anti-aging product, so it will lessen any fine lines and wrinkles. It will protect against sun damage, which sun damage is obviously skin cancer, aging, all the things that you want to protect against. And also, sunburn isn't fun for anyone. Also, I see a lot of guys with like the sunglasses tan. He used to have that all the time, where because they weren't putting sunscreen on their face, that's not cute either, right?
And just make sure when you use this, if you're going to go out and you know you may sweat, put it on at least half an hour before you go, because it'll soak into your skin, and then you won't be immediately sweating, and you'll see it running on your face. So once it's in for a good amount of time, it works. So
tell them why you like to give sweat tips.
Because I sweat a lot. I really do. It's hot and I sweat, so I need to figure out what I need to do to protect my skin, and that's what happens. I just do it, half an hour before. You can even do it up to an hour before, because it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to protect your skin. And then because I see guys, like they go out more fishing and they're on the boat, it's hot, and they're putting on sunscreen, and it just runs down. It doesn't do any good. And I'm like I'm sweating, of course, because it's hot, but my sunscreen is already protecting my skin, and I don't have the white, nice little things that come down my face and like that. So
you know what's funny about that? I feel like every time you go on a fishing trip, because he loves to deep sea fish. He's a great deep sea fisher. Him and his brother and his friends, they go to Mexico. I've been a couple of times.
And she's done a great job.
I have caught some, and one of our friends has gone with us, Tabitha.
Yes.
So we've done so that our kids go. So, and he's right. Like every time they go, it's like all the guys are sunburned and they're just coming back with their burnt faces.
The last time we went down, I used it all the time. And one of the guys was like, how did you, they got red, and like, how did you not? Because I pretty much was like, had a shirt off, and I was like in the sun. He's like, how are you going to get red? I'm like, well, I use this and I put it on consistently. And I just do it once. Like, I don't have to reapply like guys do after a couple hours, even if I'm sweating. it just stays on. And at the end of the day, I don't look like a lobster.
Yeah. And the boat, okay, in the middle of the ocean, the sun is the most intense. And they're in Mexico. So like it is, trust me, it is hot. I sweat and I'm not a sweater. So for all the sweaters out there, we got you. Mary Kay, for men or women, we like our sunscreen. We have products that help with sweat proof. I even have the finishing spray, which doesn't really work so well for him, but it works for me. He's like,
it does not work. We tried it.
We tried it,
work.
Yeah, see, and I think most people hate reapplying. So that applies for our facial sunscreen, but I think it also applies for our body sunscreen, which is what you use on your body when you fish. Yep. And they do. They don't have a lot of clothes on because hot and they're in their swimsuits. So yes, okay, perfect. And also, he always mows the lawn when we have a lawn. That's a sensitive subject right now. But he always has his sunscreen on. Yeah. And if he doesn't, I can tell because he turns pink right away. And I looked at him the other day and I was like, you're pink. Oops. He's like, oops, I forgot my sunscreen.
I did forget one thing.
So don't forget your sunscreen. Okay. Anything that I've missed that you can think of? Oh, yes. The eye cream.
The eye cream. Okay.
Okay. So tell me why you use eye cream. I know this is not the eye cream you use because he used to, but then and here's how it starts. You start with a basic skincare system that works for you, and then you can decide. We figured out how his oily skin needed some more product that would absorb more oil. So we learned over time what products are best for him. That's the same for women. It takes time to figure out. But usually this product works pretty well for men, especially the men that are like, Robin, I barely even wash my face. You'll be fine with this. But why eye cream? I want to know from your perspective.
Because guys typically don't put anything close to their eyes. It's just right here. And obviously when you get older, you get wrinkles and things like that. So it'd be weird to have like a nice face right here, but then your eyes are kind of jacked. So using that on a regular basis, it does help because it moisturizes it. And people think it's like, oh, eye cream just for women. There's a lot of guys that will use eye cream that won't admit it. It's true. I mean, if you look on social media, you'll see like eye cream guys are like putting this stuff on like this, and it's guys won't admit it, but they use it because they want to look good for the ladies.
For the ladies or for themselves.
Or for themselves. That's true.
Self-love is just as important. He doesn't do it for me because I don't care. He does it because he's like, oh, I'm starting to get these wrinkles. What do I do? And that's when he was like, we have this app called the Skin Analyzer app, and it shows you where your wrinkles and your uneven skin tone. And we did it on him. He's like, why am I not using all those products to keep the age away? So that's the thing. And so why eye cream? I want to tell you the other reason why eye cream. The eye area around your skin, men and women, skin alike, is the thinnest skin on your body. It is where you age first. So if you struggle with aging and you're like, okay, why do I have all this eye? The other thing is you can't just put a regular moisturizer under here. This is like, I wish I had more good terms because this is like the best way I can describe it. This is like tissue paper, and this is like, like printer paper. They're two very different textures. So every ophthalmologist, especially if you guys have contacts or glasses too, be really careful. Every ophthalmologist recommends that you only use products around your eyes that say eye. So like this eye cream, you do not want to just put facial cream over here. Like don't just rub your eyes with facial cream. You want to use an eye cream because that will actually soak in. Like he said, it will help with wrinkles. It will help with darkness. If any of you guys struggle with darkness or puffiness, this product, and it, again, a little bit goes a really long way. You don't have to do it every morning and night. I recommend at least doing it every night for the men. And so also, if you're a female watching this, this is a great gift for men because they probably won't buy it themselves. They'll buy their shave foam, they'll buy the things they need, but things they don't need. So the reason I sell this as a set, I usually sell the cleanser, the facial hydrator, and the eye cream as a set because it really is important to try all of it. And then the eye cream will probably last them for infinity and beyond because yes.
And so, just one more thing on the eye thing. When you put it on, make sure and don't put it right under your eye like this because it's going to get in your eyes. So you got to do a little bit lower because then it soaks up into your eye.
You're so good.
I know.
Yeah, I teach that and I can't believe I forgot to say that.
I know.
So tell them why the bone. Why'd you say the bone? Like you go on the bone instead of underneath?
Right, you go on the bone because then it naturally it goes up towards, it absorbs up towards the eye. And so, because if you do it right under your eye, you will be like, it's going to be getting your eye. So you don't want to do it too close, but it will absorb up and it will go where it needs to go.
I swear it's like you listen to me.
I do.
He knows everything about what I do because I teach this every day.
I know.
I love that. Okay, I'm so upset because this was like my favorite product. Babe, do you think you could run to the bathroom and grab the oil? It's on the ledge real quick. Yeah. Okay. So I have to talk about this product, not just because my friend's on here that loves it and uses it, but for men who are beard wearers or can grow a beard. Like, first of all, let's give it up for all our bearded men. I'm just saying, because that's awesome that you can even do that. So I'm going to let him grab that really quickly. So it's not technically a beard oil. It is called a nourishing oil. But one of the things I've heard from a lot of different men who use beard oil were asking me, do we have a product for beards? So I was trying to rack my brain, and we came out with this naturally oil. And it's made for your skin. And one of the things, like, I think John is on here, and he was one that gave me the best. He literally was, it was so smart when he was like, so here's the thing. I love the beard oil, but it leaves my face really oily and I need it. So I was like, oh, this oil will help with your skin and it will help with your beard. It's a nourishing oil. So like, as for women, we can use it at the bottom of our hair. I use this for my cuticles. I use this, I put it in my lotion to make my legs look like the J-Lo glow. If you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure the men know what I'm talking about. And so this is our nourishing oil. And all you have to do is take a little droplets. So like, you take a couple drops, if you can see, and you can put this anywhere on your skin. But what you can do is you can rub it all into your beard. Does it feel good?
Feels good. And
it smells so good because it's got a lot of, it's all natural and it has a lot of like a sweet almond extract. And so beard oil is perfect. And one of the things I realized when I look at ingredients to beard oil, they're not oils that are good for your skin because not all oil is created equal. And really, most of the time you shouldn't be putting oil in your skin. But when it's plant-based oil, like almond oil, sunflower oil, those kind of oils are great, but like coconut oil is a no, all those kind of oils. And a lot of the beard oils are made, yes, John says it smells amazing. He's so right. So beard oil is super important because beard care is like hair care. It's important. Yeah, it is. So I'm glad thanks for grabbing that. Sure. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about the men before we close it out is I wanted to talk about our colognes. So we have all the scents, but I'm going to let Michael tell you his favorites. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's do the Ocean.
Okay, this is his absolute favorite.
So this is my favorite. It's called Ocean. It's just a good scent, especially like in the summertime. I just love the way it smells.
Why do you love the way it smells?
It smells like the ocean. Because
it really does. It's like a really good ocean smell. Like it makes me think of when we're by the ocean. Yeah. And he is an ocean. He loves the ocean.
And the other one is a Sport, which also is good as well. And this is a good scent as well. I mean, you can use it year round, but I obviously prefer the Ocean, but I have used that.
Yeah. And the Sport one smells like what would be like your normal like sport sprays. Like if you
kind of like a fresh scent.
Yeah. Okay. This is my favorite because it's like okay, this sounds so funny, but I feel like handsome men smell like if you smell good, you're a handsome man to me. Like the smell is everything. And so this one is my favorite. It's called True Original. This is like probably he wears on like a date night.
Like when we go out or something like that, I'll make sure and put that on because
this smells, so for the ladies out there, it's called True Original. Buy it for the man. I love this one. So this Cityscape, this is also another men's product. This one is a little bit more on the fruitier side, which sounds funny, but it actually smells really good on different people. And here's the thing about cologne. You may be stuck on like you love this cologne. I always say that you need to try the cologne and you need to have it on for all day because what it'll do is it absorbs with your chemistry. There are some ones, I call this like the Domain. I call this like the manly scent. Like if you smell this, you know, like he wants to smell like, it's like birchwood. It smells like the woods. It's very like the lumberjack, which is also great. I love that. And then the last one is the High Intensity. And for the men who are like, how do I even try this? Because right now you can't go to the store, you can't try cologne. What I love about Mary Kay products, including the men products, if you buy a cologne and you're like, that was not my favorite cologne, it's 100% guarantee I can return it. You can try another one, or you can get other product that you want 100%. So And for the women, I like to buy my man the scent that I like, right? Because most of them are pretty open to what it smells like. They're like, I know Michael loves the ocean one, so I don't mess around with it. When it came out, he was like, and it's his jam. So I love that.
Also, sometimes if you smell something, or if you smell something like, oh, I like this, and then you put it on your man, it may not smell the same way, because we've done that. We're like, oh, I like this scent, and we put it on, and it's like, no, because obviously the scent goes with your chemistry, and sometimes it just doesn't blend. So, and again, all these you can try, and if it doesn't go, then try some else.
Yeah. Exactly. Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last thing I want to show you is some must-have men products. I'm going to pop it on the screen so you guys can see that. And for any of you that are watching, I can send this to you too. I can share this with you. And then I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So when I get 10 people, I'm going to post a link in here for you to fill out. It's called the mkmen survey. When I have 10 people fill out the survey, 10 men that were watching or that have come back and watched, because I know a lot of people are watching the replay, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So the giveaway is this amazing men's product line. So it includes the cleanser, the moisturizer, the hydrator, the sunscreen, and the eye cream. So when we have 10 fill it out, then we will be giving away this product. But before then, I want to show you guys, these are just so you can see the products and then kind of the bundles a lot of people love to use. So let's see. Okay. Let's see if I can get this a little. Okay. I think that's the best I got for the view. Okay. So if you look at this at the top, it's kind of hard to see unless I zoom in. Let's see if I can zoom in. Oh, I can. Okay, perfect. So at the top, you see that there's the grooming set, and I'll go through these individually. This is the MK Men skincare regimen, which includes everything I talked about, the cleanser, the hydrator, the shave foam, and the eye cream. And then the men's necessity, we know that some men are like, I hear a lot of men, I don't cleanse. So it's the hydrator and the eye cream. And then the next one is the, shows all the colognes that I just talked about. So if you are like, I'm a cologne person, and I want to see the different cologne options, there they are. And then let me see if I can try and scroll this up. I don't know where it went. I'm like, okay. So, and then lastly on the bottom, it has some of the $30 options just to kind of like break down the prices. And then I want to show you, so this is the grooming set that I love. I just love this picture because I think it looks so cool. So the grooming set, this is probably the most popular for the grooming, is the shave foam, the aftershave, and then the hydrator. Those are like the basics for whatever kind of grooming you do. Every man has their own kind of thing. And even like those of you that maybe have bald heads and shave your head, this shave foam works amazing. The sunscreen is really good for your head. So if you guys have questions, feel free to comment below. Any questions? We hope you guys had fun. This was so fun learning. And then again, I'm going to post the link for, actually, I'll probably do that. I'll put that at the end. Yeah, I'm going to post a link for the form for you to fill out. But if you commented and you are on, I'll send you the link so that you can get entered to win our little giveaway that we're doing. So can you guys give it up for my amazing man? Yay, all the hearts, all the love. And if you guys have questions, don't hesitate to ask. And if you guys want more things, like if you want more masking or any questions, female or male, it doesn't matter. We're here to service all your skincare needs. And maybe we'll just start doing lives together.
Sure.
I love this. This is so fun. Okay. Like have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys. And for all the dads out there, happy Father's Day. Best dad in the world. I'm so grateful to have him. But all of you are amazing. Thank you to all the great men out there. We're so grateful for you. Bye.
Bye.